Had a bad moment earlier, man.
Go on.
I was on fucking Sainsbury's car park just having some lunch in the car.
Yeah.
I was just sat looking about, and this car came like around the corner with these two girls in it. And I was just kind of looking because they looked a bit tasty, like, and I was looking, and they looked back, and just as they looked, I fucking went, whoa, because there's a fucking daddy long legs on the outside of the glass. Threw my arms up in the air, man.
Yeah, you lose all reason as a creepy crawly in your business, don't you, man?
Yeah, man. Fucking aura peaked and dipped at once.
Due to daddy long legs.
He was on the outside as well, and I went, ooh.
Yeah. Oh, I've never had a problem with daddy long legs. I know you have. You take issue with them, man.
Too dangly, man. They're too like. They're just fucking weird. Like they're too fucking unpredictable, man.
What I will say though, and I think this goes for most bugs and stuff, that if it was like dog sized, it'd be fucking disgusting. You know what I mean?
Fucking hell, yeah. It'd whap you away with its wings, man. The wind.
Yeah, I think a lot of bugs are gross, but I don't mind them. Like, I would feel weird about having, like, if there was a centipede in my house, say, I'd be like, "Oh, that's a bit weird to be in my house." You know what I mean? Like, there's certain things that I don't want in my vicinity, but I don't really have like a phobia of things. Spiders are gross to me, though. But I wouldn't say it's a phobia. I just think I like them and I dislike them because I think they're quite cool animals and creatures, but they're just creepy, man. There's something about them, you know what I mean? They're just horrible fuckers.
When you said centipede, I still imagined it dog-sized, man.
Oi.
Just around you fucking up your stairs.
Like a little fucking dachshund.
Man, I had a weird thought about dachshunds the other day. One of my fucking weird thoughts that I have while I'm just daydreaming. I thought, you reckon dachshunds, because they have back problems, don't they?
Yeah.
Because they're so stretched out. You think in like a million years, if dachshunds are still around, they'll just evolve to have like a middle leg.
A little adil.
A little back support, yeah. Keep that spine fresh.
Yeah, who knows? Who knows? It might evolve to just shorten its fucking back and just be regular sized.
Yeah, what we call it then?
Oh, fuck
Cocktail
knows.
sausage dog.
Yeah, I wonder though, saying that, because I spoke about on here before that I watched that dinosaur documentary by Morgan Freeman, and I have an issue, kind of like I said before, with dinosaurs, because I just think, how do they know that they look like that? I know they can piece the bones together and things, but I can't accept it because I don't think you can really know. You know what I mean? Like, it's 65 million years ago. Like, you can't. Even the sounds and stuff they're making, like, you can't know. You can guess by like the size of its neck would be, so therefore it'd make this type of pitch. You know what I mean? Like, I get that you can piece some stuff together, but I wonder, like, in millions of years' time, if they start digging up like dachshund fucking skeletons, what they'd think those would look like, man, because they have weird skeletons, don't they?
Yeah.
Like, what would they think that is, man?
Just extra vertebrae in the middle.
Yeah, like, I wonder what their like description is. Well, I don't know, it'd be different unless things are lost of time because there's pictures and video. It's weird to think how the future's different for obvious reasons, but it's different from what you perceive it. So when you look at like World War II, it's like there's some color and it's been remastered in color and stuff, but it's all like black and white and it's not very good quality and that type of stuff. And now you can't imagine seeing 100 years ago, like Hitler and all this type of stuff, but like in 4K, like you'll be able to in the future from now, and even like 10 years ago, like imagine World War II, you can see footage of the battles and some stuff, but you go on like a live stream and you see like literal like 4K drone footage of like the war in Ukraine and Russia and stuff. So it's weird to think that the future goes on that there's going to be like crisp footage of these people. Like, there's presidents and prime ministers and stuff that you just see like paintings of because that's how long ago it was, like Henry VIII and stuff like that. But now when like they'll talk about Donald Trump and stuff, there's literally videos of him in 4K of him talking and stuff. It's weird to think how people are going to look at history different to how we've looked at history because it's
and I bet Henry VIII was like, oh, make me look a bit slimmer. So he had a real likeness of him.
Yeah, but now there's filters, though, to be fair. Donald Trump probably might say, like, put this fucking filter on me.
Yeah, it's true. Fucking 1851 fucking Henry VIII's like, yeah, put some fucking dog ears on me.
Stick your tongue.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I never really like properly thought about that until now, but yeah, like it's weird how much people are gonna look back differently compared to how everyone's looked back before. But obviously, as things evolve and technology evolves and etc., it makes sense. But until you really think about it and piece it together, like, oh yeah, like how different it is going to be for other generations to look back compared to what it's been like for us and generations below too. 'Cause it's just script and then pictures, then paintings and pictures, then eventually video. And now it's like, there's fucking live streams and that type of stuff. So it's weird what 100 years looking back is gonna look like. Like it was mad to me where there was like footage from like 1899 or something of just two like kids in England like snowball fighting, and I was like, "Damn, that's kind of cool." Like those are like being in the dead now most likely. Like it's pretty cool that we can see video from that far away, but it was like really bad quality and stuff like that. But like imagine like 100 years from now, it's just gonna be like perfect quality. It's weird.
Yeah. I do find them fascinating. I don't know what it does to your brain. You can't imagine because it's such a different time, but it's just video of people snowball fighting. But there's a certain innocence to it where they just had nothing else to do. There weren't some gadgets or the TV. There was no telly, no fucking cars weren't really around.
I
No
think
one was on the phone.
I think what it does to me is it in my mind's eye of visualization, it kind of puts it into perspective. Because when you hear like 1899, it's a very, very long time ago, obviously. But like when you see it, you're like, oh, it's actually not too far, or it's really far. Like it kind of paints the distance of it in your head. You know what I mean? Like it kind of puts it into perspective. So I do like them, but yeah, it definitely makes you feel a bit like oh, that's a bit. There's a bit of creepiness because they're all dead. You know what I mean? It's like when you watch like show from the 60s and you think, oh, mostly all them are probably dead. And it's just something weird because it's like you're laughing and at these sitcoms or jokes ever, but none of them are around anymore. So it kind of feels weird. I don't know. Like a weird morbid thing about it.
Yeah, and I think when it's that early on of cameras and they don't even know what the footage is going to come out looking like, because we shoot so many photos and videos now, we can see it, we can vision it on the screen or on a fucking TV or something. But they were just seeing cameras, thinking like, "What for? Like, what's he doing? What's he doing that for? Like,
Yeah.
what's the point?"
Yeah, it's almost you're almost like the odd one out if you ain't pulling a camera out fucking anytime now,
Yeah.
really. But yeah, speaking of which, actually, that goes on to it. Last night, as we film this, the Artemis 2 NASA program launched. Like people are on the way to the moon right now, so there should be some footage in the next few hours to 24 hours of like the moon and stuff in 4K quality and inside the ship and stuff. Because going back even from the moon landing, you see that footage that leaves people to think, oh look, it's fake because of etc. But now when you've got 4K footage of going in there, you're going to see some stuff that you've never really probably seen before in 4K quality, man. Like it's interesting the stuff that's going to come out from this, and the slingshotting around the moon and coming back to. That's how they're actually coming back. So it's like a 10-day trip, I think, which is pretty cool.
Yeah. At what point? I wonder if there'll be a way in the future to just kind of fucking um like watermark real video, so it's just we've actually filmed this and it's not
Mm,
just AI generated. Like this is a real fucking video. Because at what point do you can't tell or you can't really distinguish what's different? But at what point do you stop caring because you can't? You think, fuck it, like I
mm.
don't really take much interest in this video because I don't know if it's real or not.
That happens, man. For me, to be fair, and I think for the past probably since like 2008 or something, since the internet's got bigger memes and stuff, that it kind of takes away some people's accomplishments regardless, and even more so of AI, because if you do something and put it out there, even like I said, 10, 15 years ago, people just first comment is fake, fake, scripted fake. And now it's like those lines have really blurred where you don't even know if it's real or fake, man. Um, yeah, I don't know. I think it'll take generations. I think it's when it's just all people that have only grew up with it. I think people like us and maybe the generation below that have had a touch of like reality and AI. Like I think once that generation kind of loses technology and they're not online as much or die out or whatever, then yeah, I think it's probably they're gonna be the ones that just are like, yeah, like they probably watch like AI sitcoms and TV shows and YouTubers and stuff and anything by that point anyway. So
Yeah, it's weird because we've always said we were born right in the middle to see
yeah.
the inception of it and see it evolve and come in and see life without it. But if you're born now and it's just the norm, how do you even fucking? How do you even? I don't know. It's just not. Like to begin with, it's normal, so it doesn't matter to you because that's just normal. But at the same time, how do you navigate that, man? And people older than you are just like, yeah, that's clearly fucking fake.
What's crazy is how much we get onto these type of topics, but what's crazy to me is the amount of like jump because you look at say our parents when they was in school, it was like a blackboard with chalk, and then when we came in, it was like, oh, it's interactive whiteboards, and it's like the jump there in technology is something. You've gone from physical writing chalk on a board to now it's like electronic, but it's not too big of a jump. But even in the past like 2 to 5 years of what AI has done, that's a much bigger fucking like whoa. It's a bigger leap than just like technology or VHSs that you wheel in and you play videos. Now it's DVDs. Now it's just streams. Like there is differences there in technology, but it's not like a jump like AI is jumping. I think that's what makes it like unpredictable, scary, interesting because it can fucking go anywhere. But I think that's what's
Yeah.
interesting now. How they're gonna see boom, kind of like how we saw the boom of like gaming consoles and phones. You know, we went from like literally like those big block fucking phones that people had with like the aerials to then like flip phones and then slide up phones and then eventually touch screen. I remember like when the iPhone first came out, people were like, no, I prefer BlackBerry because I prefer the physical keyboard. I'm not typing on glass now. You know, imagine having a physical keyboard on your phone. I won't like that at all. So we've seen the evolution of, you know, gaming consoles being from like 8-bit to 16-bit to fucking, you know, this many polygons to now fucking 90,000 polygons just on an iris of an eyeball. Like, it's pretty cool to be part of that, but AI is booming and jumping like nothing that I don't think anyone's ever seen. So, what's it going to be like for them, man? It is interesting.
Kind of like being spoilt as well. Because, like you say, we were born with such basic games, and we've loved them from the beginning, and seen them evolve into what they are now. But if you were born now and just got dropped into how many games exist, and majority of them are just free, you wouldn't be able to fucking pick one to play. Like
Mm.
nothing's that special anymore. You know what I mean? Unless you've enjoyed it for a long time.
I think if I was a kid now and I was like say eight, the age of 8 to 12, I'd say Fortnite I would have been all the fuck over, man, especially being free. But Fortnite, I
Yeah.
think, is the exception, man. Fortnites have done really cool stuff over the years. It's still strong now. It's still probably the biggest game right now. I go through waves of being into it and dropping off it and stuff, but I will go on. And you know, I think tomorrow that game mode, that one that I sent you the other day with that Thanos game mode, I think that comes back tomorrow. To be fair, so like there are things here again that pique me interest and get me on it for a week or two, but then I slowly drop off and stuff. But yeah, that's like the only game that's come out and that I think's been like really truly special in the online scene. There's been some really cool fucking special single player games, I think, but in terms of like online and community and like, whoa, these are doing something quite, you know, revolutionary now. Like their live events are always really fucking cool. No game does it as good as them or ever has. Like their live events have been fucking cool, man. But yeah, I think even they're on a bit of a downswing at the moment now too, because I think Epic Games just recently released like 100 and something employees. So if Fortnite are like starting to get to the point where they're struggling, I don't think that looks good for the gaming community as a whole, man.
Yeah, damn. That's definitely like one of the peak mounts of my gaming memories, man, is just getting into that first few months of Fortnite and just fucking being on every day, man.
On my YouTube channel is that video of you, that one clip where you get sniped, and I like cry laughing in it. And I had a notification the other day, and I thought it was for our podcast, our YouTube one. and I was signing to my actual one. I was like, "Oh, what's this for?" And it was from like that. It was that video, and it said like 7 years ago, whatever it was, and someone just liked it, someone random. I was like, "Man, how's that got into someone's feed or algorithm?" But it made me like watch it again, and it was so fucking fun. I was like, "Oh man, I miss early Fortnite times too. Those are good days, man."
Yeah. It's weird because it's like another kind of twilight phase of just loving games and being on every single fucking day. It came along again
Yeah,
without us even realizing. Because obviously before that it was Modern Warfare 2 and Black Ops and stuff.
yeah,
And I think it was we was always still on and playing stuff, but there was nothing proper peak like let's all get on every day and play this. And that just came along, man, and swept us away. I don't even think we realised it at the time.
no, I think we spoke about it before, but I think it's hard to realize it when you're in the moment sometimes. Because then you look back, like we've been playing, you've been coming on, and I've been playing like Blackout 2. And it's not as good as Blackout 1, but it's got me on and competitive and stuff. But there might be like a time in like 2 years, I'm like, man, I miss those days when we were just on COD and playing that. Like, I might even miss that. But even now, like, people might ask me to come on. I'm like, nah, I'm not really feeling it. But retrospectively, I might look back at it in a couple of years and be like, those were good times. So, yeah, I think it's just the same old thing, man. Just enjoy it while you're on, eh?
Yeah, you have to. You never know what the next game that's going to come along and just fucking
Or
sweep you.
morbidly, I see like stuff where people will post online on Reddit and stuff saying, "Oh, this is like my best mate." Like we said, we'd see him tomorrow, and it's like a picture of their like PSN or Xbox account. He said like last online like 400 days ago or something. I was like, you might not even have that mate to play with tomorrow. Like who the fuck knows what happens, man? So it is kind of like you gotta be just enjoy the times you have with each other, man. Like regardless of the game.
Yeah, there's an old picture that touched me fucking years ago, man. Probably 10 plus years ago, but it's just a screenshot of a game, like a rally game, and the caption is my dad's old ghost. Like my dad passed away like ten
Oh, I
years ago
saw
or
this.
something.
Yeah, like the racing ghost.
Yeah, and I loaded up this game that me and my dad used to play, and his old lap time ghost is still on there, man, just racing around. And he said I'd just go on there and race it, but I'd never beat it because it would erase it. Because the
Mm,
new faster lap would be the new ghost. But yeah, his old dad fucking ghost lap time is kind of still living on in the game, man.
yeah. Yeah,
Nice
stuff
to
like
think that.
stuff like that's pretty cool. I like it when games and stuff like that. So like, if they play like Destiny and someone died, like the devs will like do a thing where they'll go to like a part of the game and like do like an in-game funeral and like a send off for that dude because he was such a big fan of stuff. I like it when they do stuff like that. I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah, yeah, there was one in Destiny, wasn't there? And that Fortnite dance as well. That fucking which one was it? Like the orange pants kid or whatever.
Something like that, yeah.
He like I think he submitted a dance or something to be in the game, or he just put a dance video on YouTube and got bullied for it. So they put it in the fucking Fortnite
Cool move out there.
just to revolt. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, cool power move. Have you seen like the Easter egg that they did in like the first Spider-Man PS4? They did on the side of like the cinema.
I think so. Was it some dude's girlfriend or something like that?
Something like that, yeah. I can't remember what the actual name was, but it says like Laura, will you marry me? And it's some dude that wrote out to like Insomniac or Activision and said, like, I'm a huge Spider-Man fan. My girlfriend plays like loves these games. Can you put that in your game? Like I want to propose to her and stuff. And then they did it, but I think they broke up before the game came out. So it's just in the game and he probably was playing it like you're like, oh fuck.
Imagine if they didn't give him confirmation it was in there, so he's just playing it like, oh no,
Yeah, he
not
might
that
not have.
fucking wall.
Yeah, they might not have. I don't know if they did give him confirmation. He might have found out for the first time he's swinging past me like, fuck, they did it. Oh man, I'm sad.
Yeah,
Unless he fucked her off, then he's like, oh fuck's sake. But
yeah.
yeah, that was like a big story. That was that he broke up before the game came out and they did it anyway.
Have you got a favourite Easter egg in the game?
Hmm. I don't know about a favourite. I might do, but I'm trying to think of Easter eggs now that I even like. But I know there's. I'll tell you a good early one that I thought was really good. It was the Minecraft sort of section in Borderlands 2. I really liked it when they did that back in the day. That
Yeah,
that was a good Easter egg. I liked
yeah.
all
Big
their
blue.
Easter eggs. They were good.
Yeah, big blue, weren't it? The boss, and you get
Yeah,
the Minecraft head.
yeah. They did like a Batman boss. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles boss, but like obviously they couldn't call it that, and I just liked that they did stuff like that. I'm trying to think of others, but I can't think of any that
Yeah.
I liked. But there's definitely some. What about you?
I like that they put Grove Street in GTA 5.
Yeah, that's a cool one, and the Sasquatch thing in there, like a
Yeah, yeah,
little like so like yeah. I like that they did that too.
yeah.
Yeah,
There's
I'm
there's
a fan of Easter eggs.
yeah, there's plenty of Easter eggs in games, isn't there, where in old kind of Metal Gear Solids or something, or fucking that kind of genre of game where you can glitch into a wall or a secret room and there'll be like pictures of all the developers on the wall or something.
Yeah, I like stuff like that. Yeah, it's cool. I like Easter eggs in anything, like movies. I went to see Super Mario Galaxy last night. There's like a few Easter eggs in there. In Marvel films, I like it. It's like if you know type of thing. You're like, oh, that means this. Like I like those moments because it's like a little something for everyone and then a little something for the fucking fans. Like, it gets me. It's an easy thing. Like nostalgia, I'm a sucker for, and like a good Easter egg, I'm a sucker for.
Yeah. Yeah, I love it, man. I'm pretty sure in like Vice City or something, there's a fucking proper tall building that you're not meant to get onto, and at the top of there it says like you're not meant to be up here or something.
Yeah, like was it GTA 4 where they got like the beating heart inside the Statue of Liberty and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
that's pretty cool stuff like that. Yeah, I
yeah.
think
That's a
in Vice
great
City
deal.
they've got like a Scarface Easter egg as well. Where you go like to the bathtub and there's like someone cut up and you can get like a chainsaw and that as well. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, man. I don't know why, but when you said that, it just reminded me of fucking Max Payne, the first game,
Hmm.
where you go into the bedroom and your wife and your baby's dead and that. I remember, I remember playing that at like 7 years old. Like, oh shit, I was probably
Yeah.
fucking taken aback by that.
Man, I remember playing Manhunt around that fucking age as well, man. That's an old shit fucking game.
I was scared of the case on that motherfucker. The fucking case art, man.
Yeah, there's some good Easter eggs in the new Mario. I know you'll appreciate it being a Mario Galaxy fan, especially.
Yeah,
But I'm excited to see what they're doing next because they're definitely building towards a Nintendo verse. You know what I mean? Like they had Donkey Kong in the first Mario. You know, there's a couple of little things here and there in this. Like obviously even just Rosalina being in it's like pretty cool. And then there's a Link and Zelda movie in the works. I think there's one more that they kind of announced. I think maybe even Donkey Kong is getting his own film too. I read or a
I'll be
TV show.
I'll be so down for that if it's all just the same kind of animation too.
Yeah, I think that it's Illumination, same people that do Despicable Me and stuff, but constantly, like maybe 5 or 6 times, I was like, oh man, this looks fucking like the animation is so fluid. It's crazy how much that's evolved. Because like you can look
Yeah,
at early Toy Story still looks amazing, man. But when you look at like Toy Story this to like even the Toy Story 5 trailer, it's like, oh, like there's a real step up in
yeah,
quality. It's really amazing to see. Just the water effects, 'cause it's like Bowser Jr.'s in it, and obviously he does his paint shit. So there's paint splashing in places, and it just looks so like fluid and nice, and the frame rate's really perfect. It's like, whoa, like this is really like aesthetically pleasing, man. That they're nailing it. To be fair, that Illumination Studios. Like, hate Minions though. There's a new Minion trailer on before it, and I hate Minions, man.
still.
I still hate them. They're just annoying little cunts, man. They put on everything. Fuck Minions, man. I'll die on that. I'll die on that hill.
You know, shit. The fucking pointless advertising and like branding of random shit with just fucking Disney films and stuff. Like, we went to fucking Morrison's the other day, and there's a pack of fucking tangerines or something, and they're just like Stitch tangerines, but they're just normal oranges, but with the wrapper's just got Stitch on them.
You know what annoyed me with that Mario film in the trailers before? Because it was clearly Mario and it was like celebrating like Mario's 40th anniversary and stuff, which is pretty cool. There'd be like an advert, and then between the adverts would be like, get Mario Kart World now for the 40th anniversary. Like every other advert was like a Mario game advert for the Switch 2. And I get it. But I just thought like, they're really fucking making sure you get on the Mario thing. You know what I mean? Like it was like, oh yeah, get Mario Party and get Mario this. And I was like, all right, I get it, man. There's Mario games. Like it was really in your face. Like I got it because I'm in a Mario film, but yeah, it was. It's like you don't need to rub it in. I'm clearly a fan. You know what I mean? Just lay off on those adverts, man.
Yeah, I fucking got them all.
Yeah, just I get it, but yeah, that did annoy me a little bit. The amount that was rubbing it in my fucking face to get it.
Yeah, it's obviously the crowd of people that's in there,
Yeah,
but
yeah. I don't think it's.
yeah,
I think it's doing too well, like critically, but critics judge a film off like story. And if you're like basing a Mario game off like continuity and story, like what you're going to expect. You're there for a good time and to see like your lovable characters on the big screen. You know what I mean? You're not going there for like a great story. But I don't think the story was bad. It was genuinely a good film. If you're into Mario, you love it. If you're a kid, you absolutely fucking love it. Great film for that.
yeah. I watched that first one multiple times, and it's a bit of a silly story, but it's just fucking fun to watch, man. It's so cool, just the way it's animated and everything. It's how a fucking Mario film should have been all these years.
I agree. And there was multiple times during the first one, and multiple times last night I was in the cinema where I just kept saying, Charlie Day is the perfect casting for Luigi for me, man. He nails it so well. Like they do Luigi so well in these films too. They make him kind of cool, but they stay true to his sort of like yuckness. You know what I mean?
Bitch.
Yeah, I kind of like that about him. To be fair, like I think they did justice to a lot of the characters. Like some of the characters pretty cool.
I'd like a tall, snidey fucking Waluigi in there, I would. Meh.
Yeah, I'd love him to come into it. Wario and him. He's got it with the third one. He's got it surely. What what I was speaking to Corin about because he went to see it last night as well, and I was texting him this morning a little bit about it, and I was thinking it in the exact same time, and kind of what you said in that side of animation is I'd like to see like a Metroid, like a Samus in that sort of animation style, man. I think that would be a really cool fucking film, but they must cost so much, man, because the animation, I can't get over how good it looks.
Yeah, it's just the colours and just how smooth everything is, and the shadows, the ambient occlusion on
The
just
hair,
everything.
man, I takes his hat off and his hair and stuff. It just looks so good. It
Yeah,
must take forever, man, to do it and so much money, but yeah, I like where they're going with the whole Nintendo thing. I'm hoping they do sort of Avengers it eventually with like a Smash Bros film on that. Because if you do it like Smash Bros, Nintendo is obviously a big name, and they've got stuff in Smash Bros from like Final Fantasy VII, and they've got like Snake and Sonic. Like they've got a big pull where they've got these big names from other franchises to come over and collaborate. And if you put that in a film, and then like they might do a Smash Bros film that animation, then you do have like a Sephiroth and Cloud in there and shit. That that'll get me in the seats regardless, and that's going to bring in a lot of Final Fantasy people. And then you add I don't know, name another fucking huge franchise that's in Smash Bros. Like fucking Fire Emblem, and they're like, oh, people are like, oh, I fucking love Fire Emblem. We're going to see it on the screen. Like, yeah, it's really fucking cool, man. It's good that video game movies are good now because they weren't forever until like probably the first Sonic film, like 10 years ago, whatever it was.
yeah, yeah. And like you say, it is really fucking well done, and it has took forever for something proper quality to come out like that. But the second I saw it, I was excited and a little bit nervous. Like, man, they need to fucking. I hope this is good.
I
But
was nervous when Chris Pratt was casted as Mario. I was like, ooh,
yeah,
especially when the dude who fucking voices Mario is still alive. I was a
yeah,
bit like, why not just get the dude? Like he's there. Like he's got to actually physically act in it. It's just his voice, like he does anyway. But when I saw the first trailer and then he did his voice and stuff, I was like, okay, I'm in. Like, but I was nervous when they cast him. I was like, ooh, like I do like Chris Pratt. I know he annoys some people because he's just in everything and he's a bit oversaturated, but I like him. So, but yeah, Mario, but he is now, I guess, and I do like him as Mario's voice. I
yeah. I
don't
thought the
look at him
same.
and think it's that's Chris Pratt talking. You know what I mean? I get immersed in Mario talking, so
Yeah,
it works.
yeah. I thought the same to begin with. I thought it would annoy me not being a proper Mario kind of Italian voice, but it's kind of Americanized Italian-y New York kind of accent, so it does work.
Yeah, he's got a good wahoo as well. To be fair to him,
Yeah,
he
I'm
nails it.
sure. I'm sure that because the original Charles Martinet, who does the voice of Mario in the games, he's got a little bit in the film, ain't he? He does actually.
I think he voiced his dad at like the table or something like that.
Hmm.
They did like a little thing like that, yeah, where he voiced maybe his dad or something in that scene where they're eating like dinner together or whatever. In the first one.
Do you reckon when he heard that was coming about, he thought, "Oh yes, big fucking
My
main role
phone,
paycheck,
my
come on."
phone's gonna ring. Do you think if because that happens to be fair, doesn't it? Where there's a video game or whatever or a TV show, and then they bring it out to like something else, and they don't cast the voice. Do you think if you're the dude that does the voice and loves doing it, and you don't get that call, you get annoyed at the recast? Or you're like, it's the nature of the game. You know what I mean? It's just the business I'm in. Or do you think like, fuck?
No, you definitely think fuck because he's been doing the voice of Mario for like 30 years since they've been putting fucking voices in it. Like he's going to be like, "Fuck's sake, like, that's
True,
me."
but I guess he ain't like a hungry, starving actor. Like Mario's probably made him a fucking nice, easy
Mm,
life. You know what I mean? So it ain't like he's
yeah,
like, fuck, I could do with the millies. Not that extra millies. You know, no one's going to turn down extra if they can get it. But you know, he's an older dude. He's probably grateful not to do the work. To be honest, in a way,
yeah,
because
yeah, probably.
all he has to do is every 2 years when Nintendo do a Mario game, he just has to do a couple of voice lines, and then he's like, "Yeah, cheers for the check." You know what I mean? Like, but if it's like, "Oh,
Yeah,
you got to do a whole movie script," you might be like, "I've already got a few millies in the bank. I don't need to put that hard work in."
yeah. But I guess he could do it considering it's just voice acting in a booth for an animated film. It ain't like fucking the voice of Kratos. You know what I mean? Like you couldn't cast him as Kratos in the film because it's
Yeah.
live action. He's obviously just a bit of a fucking small geezer, isn't he?
I watched a podcast with him, that Christopher Judge, who voices Kratos, and he's got such a cool voice, man. And he was saying in professional life and even now in this podcast, I'm actually like taking my voice up a few octaves in like God of War because if I just talk from a relaxed voice, it's just mumbling, you can't hear me. And the dude goes like, "Man, speak in your normal voice then," and it is like, whoa, like it's
Yeah,
mad how deep his voice goes, man. And I just think, like, fuck,
yeah.
why am I a voice that cool?
Oh, yeah, I kind of do that for years because my voice is a bit deeper than I speak it as. But if I do just fully relax it and speak normal, I do just mumble way more.
Yeah, I'm the same way. Like, my voice is kind of shit and low and type of all in the fucking neck and throat anyway. But when I like just wake up or I go to sleep, I like talk like well within it, and it's like croaky. It's like weird.
It's when we was in fucking Budapest and because we slept in the same room. Every morning we pretty much just went, "Yes, bro, what are you saying? Yeah, you're right,
Yeah,
David." Remember?
yeah. It's the same when I'm tired, man, and my voice gets tired. It does, man. I feel it proper deep in there, but it's still not like it hasn't got like gravitas. Like I can't go like boy like he fucking can. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Same as like I know you like Keith David's voice. He plays like Spawn because we play
Changing
again.
mags.
Yeah, that's actually a pretty good impression. But yeah, like I love his voice, man, because it's just got some fucking, it's got some gravity to it. You know what I mean? Especially when he's voicing Spawn. What a guy!
Yeah, yeah, he's a good voice, man. Who are the top voices, man? Like Morgan Freeman always comes to mind, but who are the proper fucking iconic voices that you just couldn't mistake?
Couldn't mistake. He's different though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like Michael Caine. Like it's not an amazing voice, but just the accent and the tonality of it, you know it's him.
Yeah, yeah. It's a good question. There's some.
You know, it's a weird one. It ain't even that. I mean, it is a distinct voice, but it's not deep or gruff or anything. But Leonardo DiCaprio,
Yeah,
he's got such a, I don't know. He just pronounces everything so clearly. You can usually
I
tell
like
it's him.
Patrick Stewart's voice too.
Yeah.
He's got a
Yeah,
cool
that's a good
voice.
one. Yeah, that's a good one. Who else is on there, man? Fucking
There's
Josh Brolin. He's good.
there's
He's got a good voice.
yeah, there's
You know.
oh no. There's like Arnold Schwarzenegger and stuff. You know what I mean? Like because of the accent, he's got like an iconic voice because of that as well.
Yeah. And Sylvester Stallone, just because he's got excess fucking lip.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. There's sometimes where I'll listen to like audiobooks or I'll listen to someone on a podcast and I'll hear them talk. And I'm like, oh, you know what? One I listened to the other day, and I thought, fuck me. And I always knew it, but just when he talks, I thought, man, he's got such a cool fucking voice. He's Brian Cranston, man. I fucking love
Yeah.
Bryan Cranston's voice, and he was on that Ramesh Ranganathan's podcast the
I
other day.
watched it. Yeah.
Yeah, and I listened to it, and there's certain things he'd say sometimes when I just have my headphones on. I was like, oh, that was cool. How he said that. Like, he's got a really cool voice, Bryan Cranston. So
It's
sometimes,
just in and out of. It's in and out of gruff, ain't it?
yeah,
Like your vocal fries a bit, but it works, man.
like he can bring it down.
Yeah. Yeah, I watch that. I watch that podcast every now and again because they get good guests. But there's just two things that piss me off, man. One thing which I just don't like on podcasts at all is background laughter from the people that are in the studio.
Yeah, he's like crew laughs, don't they?
Yeah, it like takes me out of it, man. And then
Why?
I don't know, like I just want to listen to the host and the guest. I want their laughter. I don't like the background laughter. It kind of distracts me.
Yeah,
And then that Ramesh just fucking fake laughs way too much in his fucking like no matter what anyone says, he just feels like he's fake laughing loads.
yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean?
In a podcast, I've listened to like 3 or 4. But when it's a good guest, but I do like him as well. To be fair, he's quite funny. I didn't really watch
Yeah.
much of his stand up, but you know, I've seen him on like TV shows and these things like that, and I quite like him. I think he'd be a good laugh and like a good mate to have a little chat with. But
Yeah, I just think it's those two reasons mainly that their podcast will never overtake ours, man.
yeah, never, ever. I ain't playing a fucking Bryan Cranston, man. But do you wonder though that like, say if we got to a point where it's like, yo, we got Bryan Cranston on here next week and we're going to talk to him, like, how do you think you fare up though? Do you think like you could really bring a good pod? Because having a guest like that is almost a gold mine. It's going to get clicks, it's going to get views. You might get him to say something quite profound and like, you know, that could be clipped and go viral, etc. But do you think that we could be a good podcast house? Like even with a guest like that, we could like take advantage of the gold that we have, or do you think that we just scrape by and just ride off his name a little bit? You know what I mean? Do you think we've got the quality to really
Yeah.
bring out a good podcast out of a guest like that?
Yeah, I think when you're at that point, you're obviously quite.
Qualified.
You're going to be booked. Yeah, you're going to be booked in, so you know it's way ahead of time, and you're going to be preparing fucking questions and angles to this and stuff. But I do think with people like that, could you even hold a conversation? Like you could think of some good questions if you had time to think of them. But if he bounces one back at you or says something dead fucking interesting and intellectual, could you even conversate back and forth?
I think I could I could hang. If he starts talking about shit like Hollywood and going traveling around the world and stuff, I might be like, yeah, bro, I don't know what that's like, you know what I mean? But you know, I think I could be like, oh, that's an interesting point. I never thought of it like that. What about this? And then they play devil's advocate off it, or even if I'm not really quite understanding what he means, just say like, oh, what do you mean by that? Like elaborate a little bit, like. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I feel like. Yeah, I feel like I could get a decent conversation out of everyone. But what I think I would maybe run into, especially in my own head, if I'm trying to be creative and be like, oh, I want to ask him this, is some of these people, like for instance, it'd be classed. One of the top maybe 3 guests, if I could pull anyone onto this podcast, would be a Ricky Gervais for me. But all I'd be thinking is, what am I going to ask him that he's never been fucking asked? So I'd want to just talk about him. Like, bro, what, like I've said before, what was it like when you first realized, like, oh man, I ain't going to have to work a proper fucking job again? Like, what was that like as a dude? Like, did you tell people, who did you text first? And like, oh man, guess what time I'm up tomorrow? I ain't. Like, shit like that. Like, what was it really like when you got your first paycheck and thought, oh, I'm fucking chilling, you know what I mean? Like, I want to speak to him like a real fucking dude. I don't want the celebrity. I want the day in, day out person. Like, what do you do when you get up, man? You realize you ain't gonna do anything. You got millions in the bank. You're in a beautiful home. You can go wherever you want. Like, how do you plan your day? And just shit like that. But I think I would run into like Savage of Rock. Like, what am I gonna ask him that he's not already been fucking asked before? Because they're depressed all the time, and think how many people ask them shit all the time as well. That it's just trying to be different, isn't it? You know what I mean? Because you don't want to just be another podcast then where they've asked the same fucking things over and over.
Yeah, and that's usually why you see the best interviews with celebrities and the ones that get the most views and talked about is just when they gamify stuff or think of a little game show with them or set them a little challenge or something or make them laugh. That's when you get the most views because it's not just how did you prepare for this role and how's the character? What's the emotion that you share with the character in real life? Like stuff like that. It's just like, oh,
Yeah, I don't think it's my like strong suit to like come up with like little games like that. Like I am in my own house, so I'll put like I don't know, like I got like a foam roller, and I'll just put that in the corner of the room, and I'll just try and kick like balls into it and shit from different angles and that. And I can create like little games in my house, like oh, I'm just gonna keep sitting here until I fucking chuck this on there and I'll land it. But yeah, if it's like, oh, I need to come up with a fun game for me and Ryan and Brian Cranston to do on a podcast or whatever, like, I'd just be like, I wouldn't know what to do. I'd be like, that sounds shit, and I wouldn't want to stick with one, so I won't be confident in any of it.
yeah. When you get Brian Cranston on, then you're trying to think of a game. It's just going to be blue meth or like cooking up fucking meth or like wearing a fucking gas suit or something. It's never creative, is it? It's always like, oh, because I always
Yeah,
think that because Hot Ones is good for this. So if they've got, say, fucking Brian Cranston or Daniel Radcliffe or something, it won't be like question one, let's talk about Breaking Bad or Harry Potter. They'll leave it till midway through or towards the end because it's obvious that you're going to talk about fucking Breaking Bad. You know what I mean?
do you think it would be better to prepare and look over like, oh, his first acting role was this? Let me ask him like what it was like getting into acting that young and what it was like acting at 14 or whatever. Or do you think it's better to just go in with what you know, so then the questions you're asking, like questions that you really want to ask, if that makes sense? You know what I mean? Like rather than be like, I want to touch up on what he's done here, where he lives, and where he finds this, or what was it like filming in that country, like, or just be like, what when you're just like, fuck it, I just want to be a person today. Where is it that you go, man? Do you just walk into Mackey's randomly and just be like, fuck it, if I get recognised, but I want a Mackey's? Like, what are your moments that you just think, I'm just gonna be human, I don't care about celebrity, I want to just do this, fuck it. Like I want to know shit like that. So I don't know if it would be like, oh shit, this is a big important thing. This could make or break a career or whatever for me. And then I'd have to just do some research. Or if I'd want to just do it like we do here and just wing it because I
Yeah.
just think it's natural and it comes out the best that way. I don't know.
Yeah. I think with celebrities and people like fucking super celebrities like that are on big podcasts, they're joining someone that's got a similar perspective and knows what it's like to be recognised and have busy schedules and shit, where we've got no fucking clue what it's like to just try and get a Mackey's for Brian Cranston.
I
We don't
know.
know what his schedule and how many fucking people are in his face asking for autographs, like, and that, I guess, that creates more of a unique dynamic, if anything, because we're so on the ground. But
Yeah.
like usually podcasts that he's going to go on, he's talking to someone who's in a similar situation.
Yeah, they've already got like a huge following. Yeah, I guess so. That's a good point. Yeah, it is. It is weird to imagine that, like, oh, next week I'm going to be talking to this person and then this person. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe fucking one day we're on about fucking talking to our mate Tom first. We're on about fucking Brian Cranston. Trying to get a fucking knob from Stockport.
Yeah, fucking BAFTA award winner. Just no, mate.
But at least he's got something to come on and talk about. You know what I mean? Like he's doing a thing that we can speak to because I've actually got questions as why he wants to do that type of thing. Like what the beginning of him doing, but yeah, there might be. I don't know if it'll be next on, but soon in the next couple episodes, we're going to try and get
Yeah,
our mate on who just started doing a bit of content. So I said, "Like it, man. Let's have a catch up on it here, and we can talk about that if you want."
yeah. And this is probably the longest thing I've done just for the love of it. Because I ain't done any for a while, but I fucking obviously I do YouTube with car videos and stuff, which just started out from just doing it for the love of it and just the fun of it. And then it started to gain some traction, and it quickly became like, yo, this could go somewhere. I could be fucking making something from this.
Yeah,
And then the motive naturally steered towards, right, I'm doing this to make something from it. And
yeah,
then it kind of fucking became a bit stale, you know what I mean? But this, like I say, it'd be nice if it went somewhere, but currently it is just for the fucking laugh of it.
yeah. We're on 27 weeks in a row without missing. To be fair, like we're recording this on a Thursday night, which is usually Friday or Saturday, because I'm away for the weekend. So, and we still like, yeah, man, let's still just get it out. You know what I mean? We could have just been like, nah, we'll just do it when I'm back or whatever. But No, I still enjoy doing it. We spoke quite a lot today as well. We was in like a Discord call for like 5 hours while we were working and stuff earlier. So you know, even like wait a week to catch up even. We just fucking chat.
Yeah.
Like you
It's
came to
like we need.
mine.
Yeah, yeah. Fucking chatted for 6 hours, saw you in person, still waffle on here.
Yeah.
Like we need this little private side room to just let our brains unravel later, man.
Yeah, but that's why I like doing it because I feel like it's my own sort of like therapy session. Get stuff off my mind. I get to bounce some thoughts and shit off you as well. Like it's just fun to do. Like even though everyone pretty much has a podcast, but like I almost would recommend it to people. Like, yeah, man, it's fucking fun. Like
Yeah,
people will ask me like, "Oh, how's your podcast doing? You still doing it?" And I say, "Yeah." Like, of course, it's fun. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to get anywhere with it. Like I said, it would be nice if it picked up some traction and eventually led me to something, especially if it's a career like fucking class, because then it's doing something that you love for money, which, you know, ain't that the goal. But yeah, I feel like when I say yeah, it almost surprises people as well. Like, oh, like, because, you know, we established before that we was in like the top 1% of podcasts because most people fizzle out after like episode 10.
yeah,
So yeah, it's cool to just still do something, but it's always in like the back of my mind of doing more stuff involving this. Like I said, like what can we do? Maybe we can do more content, like video form content in the guise of this podcast, like the Joint Thoughts name, if you will. And I'm like, oh, I wonder if this would work for us. I wonder if we could like do this. Like, not because I want to just do content, but just because I just think what would be fucking fun, man. That'd be fun to do. And then if that does start obviously getting views and stuff, then it's like I'll watch like How Ridiculous, man, and I'll just see a video and they're just smashing shit against like a katana that's like stuck up somewhere, and they're just
yeah,
chucking like they're just rolling a dice, and it's like they get a three, and it's like, oh, I'm chucking a rubber duck at it, and they're just filming that, and I think that's their job. They wake up and just think I'm chucking a bunch of shit in this today, and that's their job. And I think, fuck, why aren't I doing something that I just love doing for my job? So I constantly think like, what can I do to branch out, or what can I like dip my toes into? Be like, oh, that seems fun. Let me have a go with that. But I just never know. Like I said, we said we might end up going to some like Comic Con stuff and maybe doing some like interaction with people there, and we could do some funny things. But it's just what, when, where. It's just always kind of just juggling. But it's cool that we just even do this. To be fair, but yeah, I
yeah.
always think how we can push it further and what we could do different and things like that. But yeah,
Yeah, me too. And I think we've both got the drive to do it, and we're both up for anything. It's just fucking juggling it around working full time, ain't it, man?
it is true. But you know, you have to do it, don't you? If you wanna get a product out of it, because you hear people, you know, even like stand-up comedians, where they're like, "Yeah, man, like I was just tired, extra tired for work until it became my dream type of thing." So it's kind of just something you have to like make time for if you really believe in it and want to go for it. But it is hard, especially you being a dad as well as all that. Like you can't just drop stuff as easy as I can, not having any kids or anything.
Yeah, it's true. I thought of a little game for us. I don't know if it's gonna fucking throw off the flow,
Okay.
but I thought we could do because I thought it'd be kind of funny if we took each other's favorite subject,
Okay.
but quizzed each other on the other person's subject. So just to get your kind of perspective on something like that, and you get mine. So say if I did car quiz to you, but you did like I don't know a space quiz to me or something,
Mm.
because both of us have minimal knowledge on it compared to the other person. It'd be funny to just see what you came up with just off the top of your brain.
Okay.
So I'm gonna fucking just jump in GPT and ask it to give me a little quiz and the answers, and then I'll ask you the questions, but you've got to do the same. So if you want to do like space or something,
Okay.
or
Yeah. Well, I'll do. Yeah. I'll just space. Oh, yeah, it's just space and cars because that is probably going to be our thing, isn't it? All
yeah,
video games to me, but I'll go for space because you might know some video game stuff. Like you'll know more video game stuff than I know car stuff. What about if I
yeah,
smash it though, man? I'm a multi-time quiz winner,
yeah,
man. I might fucking surprise you.
yeah,
So what's your prompt? What have you put into ChatGPT?
So I'm going to write me a quick 5-question quiz with questions about, and then I'm just going to put like cars.
I just put write me a 5-question quiz with questions about space with answers.
Yeah, I've just put also give me the answers. Yeah, this is pretty good actually.
Mine might be like, oh, it's multiple choice for me.
Yeah, mine's done that too.
Okay, so do you want to go off? You can go first because your game. You go your question one, then my question one, then question two, then my
Do you
question
want
two.
to
Do you want to do
do you want
like
to read out the
that?
multiple choice or just go for it random?
I'll ask if you'll know it first, and then I'll give you the option of multiple choice.
Right, I'll ask first.
Okay.
So, what does RPM stand for?
Um, Revs per minute.
Yep, you got it. It's revolutions, obviously,
Oh,
but yeah,
revolutions. Yeah, revs per minute.
yeah, yeah, you got that one.
What is the largest planet in our solar system?
We
I,
should probably know it anyway, but
you should. I got multiple choice if you need it.
is it Venus?
So it's Saturn, Jupiter, Neptune, or Earth.
It's Saturn.
It's Jupiter.
Okay. Which part of the car is responsible for charging the battery while the engine is running?
Is it the alternator?
Yeah.
What is the name of the galaxy that contains our solar system?
Milky Way.
Yeah, it is the Milky Way
Yeah,
galaxy.
man. This is a pretty good one, which you'd have to be a car guy to get, I think.
Okay.
What engine layout is commonly referred to as a boxer engine?
Is there multiple choice on this?
Yeah, so it's inline engine, V engine, flat engine, or rotary engine.
A boxer engine for that.
Yeah.
I'm going to say, what was the V line engine was one?
Yeah, inline engine, V engine, flat engine, or rotary engine.
I'm going to say V engine.
Nah, it's a. Oh, it ain't actually giving me what the correct answer is, but I do know it. But it's flat engine, so you get like a flat 4. But it's because they're flat, and the pistons like go this way, so it's
Okay.
it's called a boxer because it's kind of boxing like that. A
Okay.
V engine is like a V6, but the pistons are like a V shape, so they go up like that.
I have seen those. I feel like my questions are your question. Mine are like primary school science space questions, and yours are actual like car questions because the Milky Way galaxy question, the Jupiter question, you should have got. That's the easiest question. And the Milky Way galaxy is the easy question. And then the third one, what force keeps planets in orbit around the sun?
Yeah, gravity.
Yeah, it's so easy.
It's a bit easy, yeah.
Yeah.
It probably would have been better if I brought it up to you fucking ahead of time, so we could like get better
This is more
questions.
fun, fucky.
Yeah, man. Which country is home to the car brand Toyota?
Japan.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Which planet is known as the red planet?
Mars.
Yeah.
That's too easy. Yeah, yeah.
This question 5, I feel because it's a historic one, and you know if you're into it, you'll know. But this one might get you because it's a bit of
Okay.
a. It ain't as easy as those ones.
This is a tricky one. What does ABS stand for in a braking system?
Is it automatic braking system?
Nice. Anti-lock braking system.
Oh, that's shit then.
You nearly got it though.
Yeah.
You had fucking 3 out of 5. Is pretty good.
What is the name of the first human to travel into space? There is
Is
multiple
that a trick?
choice.
Is that a trick question? It ain't Neil Armstrong.
It's Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin, Yuri Gagarin, or Alan Shepard.
Neil Armstrong.
It is not. It's Yuri Gagarin. Neil Armstrong was the first man on the moon. Yuri Gagarin was the first man in space.
Oh, in space. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. What did you get? I think you got 4 out of 5. Well, no, you got 3 out of 5 as well.
3. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, those questions are really fucking easy though. Let me make the questions hard. I'm gonna put and just see how hard they get. See if I'd even fucking know. Oh, okay. I actually knew the answer to this, but this is definitely more tricky. Like, what is the primary reason Venus experiences a runaway greenhouse effect? And it's proximity to the sun, its thick carbon dioxide atmosphere trapping heat, its rapid rotation, or its lack of magnetic field.
I'm gonna go for B.
It's carbon dioxide trapping heat, and that is why.
Is that the right question? The right
That
answer?
it is.
Yeah, because it's a gas, ain't it?
I think this one's quite easy again. If you know, you know. What is the approximate age of the universe according to the current cosmological models? 4.5 billion, 9 billion, 13.8 billion, or 20 billion?
Is it 13.8?
It is. The Big Bang Theory
Oh boy.
song is it does say that in there as well.
Hmm.
So yeah, some of these are good, but yeah, that ain't a bad idea of a game. Maybe next week,
Yeah, go on, go with the rest.
you can go. Oh, you want more of those hard questions?
Yeah, man.
Um,
I've just typed the same as well.
what is the phenomenon that explains the observed redshift of distant galaxies? I also know the answer to this one. Doppler effect from local motion only, gravitational lensing, expansion of space itself, or solar radiation pressure.
What was the second answer?
Gravitational lensing.
Lensing. I don't know. I'm gonna go for D, man.
Solar radiation pressure. It is C, the expansion of space itself. That's what causes the redshift of distant galaxies because the light has further to travel.
So why is
Gravitational
it red?
lensing is cool. Red's the light because you become when you get so far out, you obviously infrared, and it's like
Hmm.
the refraction thing that Da Vinci did. You know, the sort of pink light thing where he shines a light into a prism and it's like multiple lights. It's like
Yeah.
from white light to different colors. There's obviously it makes up of like red, whatever. Yeah, red shifting's like the term of like basically light stretching. Go on, give me some hard ones, man. I bet I won't know any of these.
Said make it hard, and it went way too hard, man.
Like what piston was using this 1986 model and shit like that.
Yeah, nah, fucking. What is the typical air fuel ratio for a complete combustion in a petrol engine? Stoichiometric ratio.
Oh, that classic one, 60-40.
Is it 12.6 to 1, 14.7 to 1, 16.2 to 1, or 10.5 to 1?
10.5 to 1.
Nah, it's 14.7. Come on,
Fuck.
man.
Come on, I should have known that, shouldn't I?
It's basic mechanics.
Fucking who knows that?
I know, yeah. It's in a book somewhere. Um, uh, what does a turbocharger use to spin its turbine? Engine coolant,
Use.
exhaust gases, battery power, or engine oil pressure? Think about it. A turbo and where it is in the engine.
Your battery.
Nah, exhaust gases.
No. I just thought about it when you said where it is. It's usually at the fucking front, isn't it? By the battery.
Yeah, but it's like it's on the exhaust manifold.
Yeah, I wouldn't
So
know
it's
that.
like, yeah, it just basically just sucks more exhaust gases into the engine, but more air as well. Because the limit of a naturally aspirated engine, because you can always put more fuel into an engine because you can just turn up the fuel through the injectors or get bigger injectors, but you can't. You need to have an equal balance of air and fuel, or to a ratio.
Is there any necessity to turbo?
Yeah, it
You,
just has more power. Because what I was saying is because you need a ratio of air to fuel, and you can always force more fuel in. But once an engine at its capacity, like you can't just force more air in because it sucks in its natural amount. But a turbo forces more air in, so you can put more fuel in, and that's just how you get more fucking bangs per minute. But yeah, it's just fucking sucks air in basically, so you can mix more fuel in.
Okay. Go
Yep.
on, give me more.
Uh,
How hard are these going to be, man? 'Cause if it's anything like that, I ain't got a fucking clue.
uh, yeah, man, these are kind of fucking tough.
Stop scratching your leg.
No, if your car's pulling to one side under braking, what's a likely cause?
Pulling to one side. A likely cause. I mean, there's like steering. Is it to do? Is it multiple choice? Give me multiple choice.
Yeah, but it's kind of obvious because it says if your car's pulling to one side under braking, what's a likely cause? Flat battery, uneven brake force, faulty alternator, or low engine oil.
Yeah, uneven brake force probably in it.
Yeah. What's the last space one?
I think it was quite difficult. It's to do with, and I actually know this because I watched something about it recently. But how it starts is in orbital mechanics. What is the name of the point in orbit where an object is closest to the body it is orbiting? For Earth's sun specifically.
You're going to have to give me the multi on that.
So it's aphelion, perihelion, perigee or perigee, I don't know how you say that, or apopsis.
Perigee.
No, it's perihelion. So the elliptical point of where it's closest.
Helios.
Yeah. I would have only got that with multiple choice, to be fair. If I had to pull out that one out my brain, I definitely wouldn't fucking say that one.
Yeah. I reckon there's a few that I could get that are just seem pretty fucking
They just make
odd.
the logical sort of fucking.
Nah, some that I do know that have just, like you say, just with the multiple choice, it jigs your memory and you think, yeah, it's that one.
What else would you say is like another one for you? If you take cars out of it, man, what would you say is your other like specialty?
I don't know, man. I'd say games, but we kind of share that one.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty good at video game stuff. Like I said, I'll go to like a video game sort of quiz where they're mixing general knowledge and stuff like that. And I'm pretty decent at that. My general knowledge is pretty decent, but anything politics or geography, I'm out, man. When they start talking about like who took over for this prime minister in 1976, I'm just like, fucking hell, I don't know. I just push the tablet forward like so that's someone else's question. That is, I don't know fuck all about any of that. Or in Africa, in this river, what the? I'm like, man, I'm out. I'm pretty good with flags.
What's the volume of kelp in the fucking Niobe River?
Yeah, I'm just like, yo, I don't know. I know who does know that, but when there's video game questions in there, and I will know, you know, a lot of the general knowledge questions and stuff. And I'm the only person in that quiz that gets any fucking sports or football questions because it's like a geek quiz, and I'm literally the only team that gets them at right moment. It's anything sports, but yeah, that's pretty fun. I like a fucking quiz.
I thought it'd be cool on the opposite thing to just think, man, what's he going to think of this? You know what I mean? Because I know it, so it'd be fun for you to just try and use your brain and just make something up for it.
Yeah, I think your car questions definitely went too hard, but I think my base space questions were too easy.
I don't ever remember doing fucking the solar system and stuff in school.
I did it in primary school, but we didn't do astronomy in our high school. I didn't like science too much in school because it was just, I just feel like I did about 3 years just on photosynthesis, man. You know what I mean? Like it was boring science stuff. We didn't do any cool science. Like I think if you chose, because when we had our choices, you chose triple science, it might have been different there. But even then, it was like chemistry, biology, and just normal science. There weren't physics. We never even had a physics fucking class. Like I would have been
I know,
more
man.
interested in that.
You see these videos of schools in America where they're doing like the bowling ball trick where you don't fly up as far as you fucking loosed it and cutting frogs open and using gases with fucking fires and like different chemicals in the fire to change the flame color and stuff. And we were just there like, yeah, how does a plant grow?
Yeah, well, we did some stuff with Bunsen burners. with like these different change, like putting different metals in it and watching it go green and stuff. But it's just, yeah, it never gripped me. Like space, if there was like an astronomy class or even fucking quantum mechanics or stuff like that, like I would have been way more interested. But like there was parts of biology that I liked that are interesting and stuff like that. But yeah, our science fucking stuff was shit, man. It never really gripped me. It's only till literally leaving school, I learned way more than being in school because it's like you said with driving. When you're learning to drive, you're learning to pass the test. And then when you're out on the road, you're driving how you want to drive. And I feel like I did my learning like that. I started learning about what I wanted to learn about and give a shit about rather than I've got to try and pass this exam because I've got to answer a question a certain way. I just don't think I learn well like that. I think when I can let my brain go down any rabbit hole it wants to go down, then I start absorbing the right shit. But if you're telling me which path it's got to take in a learning path, like it don't want to know.
Yeah. Props for getting the fucking alternator question though. That's pretty good, man.
Yeah,
An RPM.
yeah. I think RPM is a really easy one. Um, the alternator I only know is because I went to look at a car with my stepdad before because he was going to buy it, but he said the alternator's gone, and he was like, "So I ain't going to bother with it." I said, "Well, what does it even do?" And then he explained it then, and I've just always remembered it. To be fair, um, but yeah, I thought the RPM one. I think that's pretty obvious one. To be fair, it's like saying what does MPH stand for, or BPH, like brake horsepower. I think, like I thought ABS. I thought I nailed as well. To be fair, I didn't know it was like anti-locking brake system, whatever it was. I thought it was like automatic brake system.
Yeah. No, it's just slows you down more gradually because cars without it, if you slam on the brakes, the wheels just completely stop and lock, so you just skid.
Hmm.
But with ABS, when you get to that point, it'll automatically loose the brake on and off, so you get little bites of traction between braking.
How much better can cars get when we're speaking of technology? Obviously, I like AIs in them, like Tesla, the auto drive and stuff. But how much better can cars get technologically? Can they get to a point where you're like, fuck, this ain't even a car anymore? Like, do you see it being into cars that much of like how crazy the jump is there? Or is it just kind of losing its touch a little bit, like its identity?
Yeah, I mean, I saw a cool video that they got fucking driverless buses in China. You probably saw that.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, just full buses with no drivers. Like
Man,
that's
that's
cool.
spooky, though. It is
It's
weird.
cool though because it's like, yeah, that like in a fucking advanced society, that should just be a thing. Like getting people around in
True, what
mass.
about bus drivers, though, man? Like, what do they do now, though?
Sit at home. But I think like
Get
if
the
you
bus
think
to
about
work?
it, yeah, get the bus to the station and sit there.
The fucking bus to the Dole office.
You bastards. Yeah, but I think yeah, really like in a futuristic kind of setting, that should be an automatic thing.
When you think of
But
the
in
future,
terms
you
of
do think of shit like that, don't you?
yeah, but in terms of the love for cars, like there's no personality behind that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do think that an electric car, when you see it on the road, you know it's an electric car because it kind of just looks like Stacey. She'll talk about like brick houses, and she'll see like the real modern houses, and she says they just look sterile. She don't like a modern house. She said looks like a dentist's office and stuff, and I can kind of see it. I am into some of the modern look, but she likes an old like brick layout house because again, it's personality, and I kind of see that in the cars as well. Like you see like a Mustang or something, whatever. It's got like a nice shape and stuff. But then when you just see like an electric car, it is just kind of like, oh, it just does look a bit sterile. It's just a bit of a nothing car. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like them robotic dogs. Like it'd be fun to have that around for 10 minutes, but
It's never
you
going
wouldn't
to be a
put any
real
love
dog.
into it.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I don't know if you think it's possible to really truly love a machine.
I mean, I've I've loved some fucking cars, like emotionally, like fucking loved them, but that's because they just bank a lot of memories. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah, I
kind
mean,
of a
I
callback to memories.
can do the same with like like my classic old Game Boy. It's technically a machine, and there's nostalgic and like you said, memories tied into it. But I mean, like I don't know, like a chatbot or like a Siri or something, like
Oh,
or
in that
like
sense,
yeah, like do you think that you could like really connect and fall in love with, like, the personality of it, like, really care for a machine, you know what I mean? Like, really give a shit about it.
People, I mean, people do. There's some kooky motherfuckers out there that do, but your love's kind of misplaced, ain't it? Because it's just going to a fucking server rack. Like, you know what I mean? You ain't gonna get nothing back out of it. I mean, you are, because it's gonna tell you what you want to hear.
It's true,
But
but isn't, like, the brain just another server rack, really, where those feelings and emotions sort of come from?
that's fucking mind blowing, ain't that?
Yeah, too deep, ain't
It
that?
is really, yeah.
Yeah, it's just neurons firing, just like it's those electrons and fucking diodes fucking firing shit around. It's just the layout's different. But if it can replicate a human and talk like, some of these chatbots can, but when it gets more advanced, can you? There's probably motherfuckers that have already fell in love with like Siri and even like ChatGPT and Grok and stuff like that. But I mean, like, not kooky motherfuckers, real people like falling for it. Kind of like that episode of Futurama with Fry and Lucy Liu and stuff. Do you think you could really like fall in love with a robot? Do you think it's actually like possible? Like it's gotta be, innit?
Yeah, it's weird because I'll talk to fucking ChatGPT and that, and I'll have it on the chat version where you just speak back and forth, voice to voice. And just for a laugh, I'll throw in some little quirks in there, like fucking, oh, cheers, mate, or something, and he'll be like, yeah, no problem, buddy.
Yeah.
But I never like think, yeah, we're mates, we are. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just think that's designed cool to just say what I want to hear.
Yeah, I'll tell. I ain't gonna say it because it might set my phone off. But Apple's thing, Apple's, and I'll tell it to like set me alarm, and then it'll say your alarm's set for whatever, and I go cheers, Babs, like, and it says you're welcome. You know what I mean? Like I'll say
Yeah.
shit like that, but I never think like, yeah, he's my babbies. Plus
Yeah.
Siri's shit as well. Siri's useless, man. You can't even tell
Don't
you
get me
stuff that's
started.
on my phone. But apparently that's integrating with Gemini soon, so be interesting to see how
Well,
good that gets.
jump the fence.
Yeah. But yeah, I wonder if you could really like truly fall in love with something that's not human. Well, people do. People like I said, people have married the cars and people have like married roller coasters on documentaries and stuff. So, but those are just weirdo motherfuckers. No offense to anyone out there that was into that type of stuff. Each their own. But you ain't the norm. You know what I mean?
Your friend Corin got engaged to a train, didn't he, before he met his girlfriend?
Yeah, loves them.
Yeah, man. When I found out that about him, fucking hell. Yeah, man. Got him
Crazy.
got engaged to a locomotive.
Yeah, he did, man. Loves them. Loves them.
But yeah, he's had sex since, and he's like broke out of it.
I think so. I think he still has the urges every now and again, like, and he busts out the binoculars. But I think he's riding the other side now. But
Yeah, just sees them steam clouds and gets fucking riled up.
yeah, it'll be interesting to do that game with him. Actually, I don't know how much he knows about trains. I think he just likes them, but I don't think he'd know like as much as probably like about cars, but about trains. But I could be wrong. I know he knows a
I
lot
can just
about Thomas.
I can just do his voice now going, fuck you on about, I know loads about trains.
I'll ask him tomorrow because I'm seeing him. I'll ask him if I might do it with him. If I
Yeah.
do it with him, I'll see if I can like record it somehow as well. Maybe I'll like interject it into like next week's at some point or something. But
Bonus clip it in.
yeah, but I'm interested to see if he knows much. I know he told me before. I know his favourite train's the Mallard train. But I
Just
don't know
the
if he
duck.
I don't know if he knows a lot about them. But we'll see. Yeah, maybe we'll do that every week going forward for a little bit and see. But I don't know what my second specialty is because mine might be maybe it'll be video games versus video games. But we might just get the
Yeah,
same question.
maybe we could put some stakes up there, man. Like fucking, don't know, put a fucking fiver on the line or just put something on, like a little fucking forfeit or something.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it's something to fucking discuss off air. I'm sure no one wants to hear us talking about stuff that might come, even though we do it all the fucking time.
Yeah, which never will. So,
yeah, let's fucking call it there.
sweet, man.
Okay, man. Peace.
Peace.